Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and today's video is August 2025 completed pages. Our favorite time of the month when we all get to show what we've been doing for coloring all month. I will say that August was not a huge coloring month for me. I was kind of in a little bit of a coloring slump, but I was still shocked at how many, when I came upstairs today, I keep a stack of them as I go through the month. I just bring them up and stack them up here. I was actually shocked how many I actually did do because I feel like I haven't colored at all. Let's see. I thought we would start with the buddy colors I did this month. So we've got 5 buddy colors I did. And I've also got my coloring planner. So I'm going to show you guys that now. My August coloring page for the planner, which this matchstick mouse page with the frog, and I just did basic alcohol marker coloring, nothing fancy, but just wanted to get that done, and I think it came out so cute. So I've got that I did. And then I worked out of Small Victories. This was actually a double page spread with the lovely color Tasia over on Instagram. And we decided to do this mushroom page. I did some watercolor in the background for the sky there. It was my Staedtler aquarelle watercolor pencils, and then a little bit of water, and then I used my Castle Art Gold pencils for everything else. And yeah, I really like how that one came out. And then I just took those same colors from that palette and came over here and did all these beautiful houses. Yep, very vibrant, very bright. Actually went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. And so now I will show her 2 pages up on screen right now. Love how hers came out too. Hers was very, very colorful and vibrant as well. And I also put her name on the bottom of the screen so you can go check her out over on Instagram. Super nice young lady who is also a very busy mom. And the fact that we were able to do a 2-page spread in this book this month was no small task. So thank you so much, Color Tasia, for buddying with me this month. Okay, next I worked out of Girl Moments, and this was a buddy color with Knick-Knack Colors over on Instagram. Take my tabs out so we can see here. And we did this girl in the rain. And if you watched one of my Color With Me videos, we did that sky background where I blended alcohol marker and then went over it with acrylic paint pens. And yeah, so I did finish the page off camera. This pattern on her raincoat was also a pattern from that same book, the Coco Wayo How to Draw Patterns book that I took this sky image from. So I found that pattern. I was like, ooh, I kind of want to do that on her raincoat. And it kind of looks like gingham, but they're all little lines. Let me see. I feel like let me turn on another light because I feel like there's a little bit of a shadow over here in the corner. Let's see if that helps. There, that's better. It doesn't look like a shadow over on this side. But anyway, so yeah, I did this with Staedtler fine liners, and I just drew little lines in rows. And yep, I like how that came out. White acrylic paint pen? No, white jelly roll for the highlights. Based everything with my Copic markers, and I believe it was Artex colored pencils for the shading. And then I even did the white jelly roll around the flowers. And I remember after I did the sky, I made a mistake and made that blue thinking that was a raindrop. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's part of the handle to the umbrella. So I ended up just bringing the blue down into the handle as well. You would never have even known had I not said anything, but I just thought that was a funny little quirk that happened while I was coloring. Okay, so now I will put Knick-Knack Colors page up on here. Love how hers came out. She did some texture in her coloring page, which I love. I love the color she used. I'll also put her name on the bottom of the screen, so you can go check her out if you don't already know her over on Instagram. But thank you so much, Nikki, for coloring with me 2 months in a row in Girl Moments. I've got quite a few pages done now because of that. Next up is 50 Vacation Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova. And Chelsea Biggity and I did this hippo page, relaxing in I call it the hippo hot tub. It looks like they're having a nice tropical drink. Okay, so I think I did this on camera in a color with me video. So a lot of this is done on camera. I think I may have based it all with the alcohol marker, and then on camera we did the hippos with pencils, so you can see how I shade with pencils, so go check that out if you haven't already. This was a reference image I found on Pinterest because there was actually no background, and I drew it in using this reference image. If I still have it on my phone, I'll pop it up, and you can see I loved those colors in that picture and just the way the leaves and everything were in the background, so I actually drew that in. And then I based everything with Copic markers, and then I think it was my Castle Arts. It was either Castle Arts or Artex. I don't remember which. Maybe it was my Artex, actually. And then white jelly roll for the highlights. Of course, you know I love to go crazy with all the highlights. But yeah, I really like how that one came out. So now I'll pop Chelsea's up on the screen so you can see her beautiful image. Love how she did her background as well and her bright colors. And I'll pop her name on the bottom of the screen so you can go check her out if you don't know her already. She is a wonderful, wonderful friend, and I'm so happy that we did another buddy color in this book. So I've got quite a few pages done now in this book. I am so happy, and it's coming along nicely. Next buddy color was out of Mosaic Art Landscapes by Sach and Sach Deva. And we did this page with Technicolor Bunny, one of my friends over on Instagram. We have worked together in a few books now over the last few months, and she suggested we do one out of this book, and I was so happy. And I love these mosaic pattern books, and yeah, it's this window looking out onto the ocean with some buildings in the foreground, and it went by so fast. I used alcohol markers. I believe it was probably my Copics, actually. I have the shiny paper in this book, so it does kind of streak a little bit, but it also glides across the page really nicely. So yeah, so I will put her page up next. Thank you so much, Technicolor Bunny, for Konsu, for working with me again. So much fun doing buddy colors with you, and maybe we'll do another one soon. And I'll put her name on the bottom of the screen, so go check her out over on Instagram. So yeah, we got another page done out of there. And the last buddy color I have to show you for the month is Mosaic Art Patterns, another Sach and Sach Deva 3x3 millimeter color by number, and this is with Happy Colors over on Instagram. And I've been following her for a long time. She loves to do color by number just like me. So yeah, go check her out. We did this leaf page. I believe it looks like leaves or a bunch of trees in different colors, but I think it's leaves or feathers. It could be feathers. Very vibrant and colorful. Love how this came out. Again, I think I just used, oh no, you know what I used? I think I used my Stabilo 68 pens. This is when I dug out my Stabilo 68 set that I've had for a long time, that I got on clearance at like Marshall's, which is a discount store in my area. And they are so beautiful, and they've got a beautiful fiber nib. They're water-based, but they work great in these mosaic pattern type books. And this pale purple is actually a Stedtler brush pen, kind of like the Faber-Castell brush pens. You know what I'm talking about. but it's the pastel set that I have of the Staedtler brush pens. And so yeah, I needed a pale purple, so I just grabbed that. But all the other colors are Stabilo 68 pens, and it went by super fast. I'm gonna now pop up Happy Colors page for you to see. Hers is just as beautiful and vibrant. I think she might have went a little bit darker with her purple, but that still looks gorgeous. Love, love, love how hers came out as well. So thank you, Happy Colors, for suggesting we do a buddy color. I hope we can do another one in a book soon. All right, so those are all my buddy colors. So next up, we'll just work on books that I kind of randomly just picked up this month to work in. Had to work out of my Color by Number Tiny Houses by Alexander Francis because, oops, sorry, I bumped the camera because I love this book. I did just straight coloring with my Art Ung acrylic paint pens. I started to kind of go in and do some shading, and then I just was not feeling it. Like I said, it was kind of a rough month, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to be done with this. I finished this on the 2nd of August, so it was right at the beginning of the month. I thought I could really get gung-ho with my coloring, and it just did not happen. So it's pretty basic, but I do love the colors that are in it, and the acrylic paint pens don't warp the page. They smooth very nicely. There's maybe a little bit of streakiness, but not bad. Doesn't bother me. So yeah, another page done. I'm kind of just going in order in this book. So Color by Number Tiny Houses by Alexander Francis. Then I took, since August was kind of stressful, I'm like, I need my stress relief coloring book. So I pulled out my Color by Line by Viva Tinta, I believe. Yep, Viva Tinta. And I realized there was a beach scene in here that I had not colored yet. So I decided to do this page, and I just spaced everything with my alcohol markers. I believe it's my Copic markers, and then I'm gonna up the lighting just a bit. There we go. And then shaded with my Castle Art Gold pencils and white jelly roll, of course. But yeah, super easy, super fast. I did this in the middle of the month on the 15th. And I love that umbrella, the rainbow colors. It's so cheerful and vibrant. Love it. Happy to have another page done out of that book. This one I finished just recently on like the very last day of August. And I had to work out of my Farmer's Market Designs by Marty Noble. I'm not sure if this is still out there on the market. If I can find it on on Amazon, I will link it in my Amazon storefront. But anyway, I always like to work out of this in August because this is when all the fruits and vegetables are starting to come in full force in all the farmers markets. And so I thought, what a perfect time to do this coloring book. I always save it for August, July or August. And so I did this page. Now, I call this the nut page. We got peanuts, what are those? Pistachios and walnuts, maybe? I can't remember. And that to me looks like a vanilla bean flour. But anyway, I had watched, I forget whose channel it was. She had done a complete flip through of her finished book of Small Victories, and she did it all with her Staedtler Ergo Soft colored pencils, and the colors were just amazing to me, the way she blended it and the different colors groups she got, because there's only the most number that you can get is a set of 36, which I have. And I was like, I haven't used those pencils in forever. So yeah, I grabbed those pencils, and they're a soft pencil, and they just blend easily. I don't know, I forget about them. So I pulled those out, and I just started in on this page, and I noticed that the background had a pattern, kind of like a doily. And so I just picked some colors that I thought might go well to really highlight each item. Like this to me looks like a basket. And we've got a blue flower here, some green leaves, a pink butterfly. Yeah, so I just started picking colors and adding it to it, and I really like how this came out. It took me a while because this is all pencil, but I literally finished it on the very last day so that I could get it done for my completed pages video this month. But yeah, love, love, love how this came out. So happy to have another page completed. I worked out of 50 Zodiac theme miniatures by Camellia Angelkova. I'm trying to work out of this every month. And I did Leo. So I go on to Pinterest and I type in a Leo color palette and scroll through till I find one that I like. And this was the color palette that popped out to me. I loved the warm colors of the lion and then the sunflowers. And yeah, based everything with my Copic markers. And I used Castle Art Gold pencils for the shading. I did a little white jelly roll around the stars and the accents. But I love that he has, or she has, orange eyes. I never think to use that in an eye color, but I really do like how that came out. And I like how there's a little bit of pink shadow coming up from this rim onto, and same thing in the ears. I just add a little neon pink to it. I don't know. I just really like how this one came out. So yeah, there's my Leo page for August. Had to work out a color by number animals. Again, it was heavy on the color by number this month only because it was just easier for me to relax and not have to think too much and just mindlessly color. And I did the sloth page. Isn't he cute? Look at those vibrant colors. And I messed up a bit. This was not supposed to be green. This was supposed to be like a brown color. Oh well. It looks like his legs or that tree branch is, I don't know. I think it still looks fine, but yes, I did mess up there. I love the purple around the edging and a little bit of blue and blue-green in the back. Went crazy with the highlights as usual, but have another page done out of this. So based everything with my Copic markers and then Castle Art Gold for the shading. I used my Castle Art Golds a lot this month. Had a lot of fun with that. Next I did, this is a new book to me that I got this month, 30 Spellbound Fanciful Cave Scenes to Color by Camellia Angelkova. I saw a flip through of this and I was like, ooh, this would be perfect for Halloween. So I picked it up and it doesn't bother me that it's only 30 colors. That means maybe I'll actually complete the book at some point in my lifetime. So I did the very first page, which is this witch, I think, floating through the air with her lantern. And I loved all the monsters that were in there and the gemstones. And I wanted to play around with the light source. So I figured these look like they were lights. Same thing up here. And of course, she's carrying a light lantern. So I did the glow effect first, where I took my yellow and just mapped out where I wanted the light to hit. And then whatever color I used, I kind of made it hit on these gems. So we've got a little bit of purple from this guy in this gem. We've got a little bit of this color coming down. Some of her hair is in there. A little bit of him, a little bit of blue. Same thing down here. We've got a little bit of red and brown. And then once I did everything else, then I went in with this like teal blue color and just finished off the gemstones. But yeah, I really like how this came out. Did this all with my Castle Art Gold pencils. It did take me a little bit of time, but that's okay. I really wasn't rushing it, just would work on it here and there. And yeah, I love how this came out. And then I realized it was the front cover. So I like how she did hers too on the front cover. Mine is very different. A lot more colors, I think. But yeah, this book is just so cute. I think there is a complete flip through. If you watch my haul video that I just posted last week, you will see a complete flip through of this book if you want to go get it yourself. But I can't wait to work in it all season long for autumn. Okay, then I did, I think, a couple of pages out of Color by Number Mysteries by Pixel Colorist, and love this book. This is such a cute and easy book. I did the bunny page with all different shades of blue. And this was done with my Stabilo 68 pens. I had gotten, if you saw my haul video too, I'd gotten a set of pastel pens to go with my vibrant set of pens I already owned. And so yeah, that pastel blue is in that set. It's so, so pretty. I think that pink is too, and that purple. And then I did this. Okay, so this one I started to do with my, I think they're up here, yes, my Morandi Lango gel pens, and it was taking forever. I was starting to get frustrated, even though I put the little tack in the bottom so that the ink flew better, which did help. So halfway through, I think I abandoned it and just used my Art Ung pencils. Art Ung acrylic paint pens to finish it, because I'm like, I just want to get this done. So yeah, this one I did on August 10th, and yep, like how that one came out. So yeah, 2 more pages done out of this book. 2 more books to show you. Mythographic Wild Summer. This was for Elm Colors. She had picked this book, I think, for August. And so since I was already working on the page and wanted to finish it, I was like, ooh, I'll make sure I get it finished in August so that I can hashtag this for her hashtag this month. So this is how it came out, completely done with my Faber-Castell Polychromos. I do not use my Faber-Castell Polychromos enough. I forget how beautiful they are. And it works like a dream on this paper. So I really need to start using them some more. But yeah, just kind of started with the trees and then went over to the sky. And then I did him. I found an image of a lizard or gecko, whatever he is, on Pinterest and used those colors. I really love the vibrant reds and yellows because it makes him really pop off the page. And then, of course, the girl, her skin toned, and then the gray rocks. And it just kind of all came together. I didn't really have a color palette. I just kind of used whatever color called to me at the moment. And yeah, I do really like how that one came out. And I finished that on August 10th. So I have another page completed out of that book. And the last book I have to show you is another color by number. This is Disney Babies by Hatchet Heroes. And I'm not sure, I don't think this is still in print anymore, but I've been really having fun working out of this with my Art Ung paint pens. And so I did this guy. I can't remember which movie he's from. But anyway, I thought it was cool. I liked the color palette that was up here. And I'm kind of trying, I need to go back and finish that one. I'm kind of trying to do them in order so that, yeah, we can get this book completed at some point. But yeah, I like how he came out, and I completed him on August 5th. Okay, so those are all my physical books, and you know I like to show you guys other things that I have been up to. So I have been doing some drawing in my notebook. So let's see where we left off. So that was July. Okay, here's one I did in August. I love those neon color palettes. So I draw in the design because this is a dot grid journal, and I draw in the design and then I paint it with my acrylic paint pens. And then I started to just do some figure drawing and some doodling, and just here's another pattern I did. I don't know if you can see that. There's kind of a glare. Some more patterns that I kind of started but did not finish. But what I did do is I took these patterns. Oh yeah, here's another one. I took these patterns, and those kind of look like stickers to me. And I drew them out. Here's another one I did. I drew them out onto my iPad to make some coloring pages. And I did put one up on my Ko-fi page. So let me open this up. I'm going to pause you real quick. Okay, so I turned off the light. Let me turn this light on. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let me click on this. So this was the page that I did for my Ko-fi shop. It is a Southwest pattern page. So if you like this and you want to print it out and color it yourself, please go check out my Ko-fi shop and you can download it for free. And then here's another one I did, another pretty pattern page. Love how that one came out too. That one is so, so pretty. I can't wait to print these out myself and color them. Here's another one I did. These are not on my Ko-fi shop yet, but they probably will be soon. So let me know if you like these patterns and you do want me to put them all on my Ko-fi shop. It doesn't bother me. And then here's the last pattern I had worked. So I've been busy drawing these patterns on my iPad. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, and then this was Sachin Sachdeva's Patreon. And I really had fun with his Patreon this month. Now, I put these on a cold press like watercolor paper that I have downloaded, and I use watercolors to color these in. And I just really love how these look. Let me see. I'll show you another one. I did this one here of the houses on the side of the building. And then this last one of the hummingbirds and the pattern in the background. Yep, so much fun. Believe that's all I did. Yep, that's all I did for this month. I had started this one and didn't finish it. You can see where I'm still working on it. But yeah, so guys, I think that's all I have to show you that I have been up to this month. If you're still here, thanks so much for watching. I love to read all of your comments, so please comment below which was your favorite page, and what I can't wait to go check out and see what you guys have all been coloring this month. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.